Stop everything you are doing right now. Gorgeous. Because in the next 7 seconds, I am handing you the single most liberating, most profitable, most ring on your finger in under a year shift any woman under 35 will ever make in her entire life. I completely, permanently, deliciously stopped chasing love. Stopped texting first. Stopped double texting. Stopped wondering where he was. Stopped rearranging my plans to fit his schedule. Stopped dimming my glow to make him feel secure. And instead started posting my lifestyle so hard, so unapologetically, so intoxicatingly that millionaires, billionaires, old money heirs, Grammy winners, tech gods, European royalty, and Wall Street titans started chasing the life I was already living without them like their entire legacy depended on catching up. I discovered it by complete accident the week I decided I was done auditioning for men who treated me like an option. The week I was freshly single after wasting 11 months on a situationship who swore he wasn't ready for anything serious. And instead of crying in my penthouse, I booked a last-minute girls' trip to St. Tropez. Posted one single photo on the bow of a 120-foot yacht. Hair dripping Mediterranean salt water. Skin sun-kissed to perfection. Wearing nothing but a white bikini and a vintage gold Rolex I bought myself. Caption living my best life. No +1 required. And watched my phone explode so violently, I had to put it on Do Not Disturb because men who had ghosted me for months were suddenly sliding into my DMs with private jet emojis. Men who had never been the relationship type were asking which hotel I was staying at. Men who once replied 3 days late were now apologizing for taking 30 seconds. I have used this exact lifestyle chase method on Wall Street wolves who close 9-figure deals before breakfast. On European royalty who were raised to be worshipped. On Grammy winners who had women rewriting their own standards just to keep them. On tech billionaires who swore they hated social media and still found themselves refreshing my stories every hour. On crypto whales who buy islands when they are bored. On old money heirs in London who can smell desperation from 3 continents away. And every single time, the result is identical. Within 72 hours, they are offering to fly commercial just to sit across from me at dinner. Within 1 week, they are clearing entire calendars to match my travel schedule. Within 1 month, they are ring shopping in complete secrecy because they finally realized the only way to have permanent access to this life is to put a diamond on the finger that is already holding the champagne flute. Tonight, I am giving you the complete, step-by-step, no stone unturned system. How to curate a life so glossy, so high value, so undeniably intoxicating that men do not chase you. They chase the version of themselves they would finally become if they were lucky enough to stand beside you in one of your photos. I am talking about the shift that makes him wake up in a cold, sweat-terrified another man will finance the lifestyle he is only watching from the sidelines. Makes him cancel board meetings to land wherever you just posted from. Makes him ask when is your next trip, instead of when can I see you, because he finally understands that seeing you is no longer the goal. Being part of the life you are living without him is the ultimate male fantasy. I am talking about the shift that turns good men into obsessed husbands and average men into cautionary tales their friends whisper about on private jets. If you have ever chased a man and hated the woman in the mirror for it, if you have ever lowered your plans to fit his schedule, if you have ever canceled a girl's trip because he finally texted back, if you have ever felt empty because your entire week revolved around his availability, if you have ever cried in an Uber because you rearranged your life for someone who would not rearrange a lunch meeting for you, stay glued to the screen, because tonight you stop auditioning for love. Stop begging for attention. Stop shrinking your dreams to fit his comfort zone. And start making men audition for the privilege of entering a world you already built, already paid for, already perfected without them. Hit that subscribe button and turn on every single notification right now. Because queens do not chase. They get chased so hard, the right one runs out of breath proposing. The secret is brutally simple and devastatingly effective. You stop making him the main character of your story, and you start making your sunrise pilates on a rooftop in Dubai. Your golden hour walks through Notting Hill in Kashmir. Your private dinners in hidden Paris speakeasies. Your front row seats at Fashion Week. Your spa weekends in Lake Como. Your rooftop sunsets in Manhattan with a 1996 Dom Perignon, the absolute center of your universe. And you post it so consistently, so effortlessly, so unapologetically that any man watching realizes on a cellular level that the only thing missing from every perfect frame is a worthy co-star. You post the lifestyle, never the longing. You post the glow, never the gap where he should be. You post the private jet window seat with the caption, "Somewhere above the noise." The Herms picnic on a private beach in Mykonos with your girls laughing in the background. The mirror selfie in the gym at 5:47 a.m. Wearing matching cream Loro piano set and AirPods Max. Caption, "Discipline is my love language." The reel of you walking through Place Vendôme at magic hour in a trench coat and heels. No location tag. No man in sight. Just pure, quiet, untouchable luxury dripping from every pixel. I posted one single photo in a cream cashmere set on a terrace in Capri. Legs crossed, espresso in hand, hair still wet from the pool. Caption, "Soft life, hard boundaries." And a prince I had not spoken to in 8 months sent his driver to my hotel with a black envelope containing a blank check and a note that said, "Let me sponsor the rest of this trip and every trip after." I posted a 15-second clip of me walking through the souks of Marrakech at sunset. Silk scarf floating, no sound except my heels on stone. And a tech founder I had ignored for 6 weeks wired $10,000 with the memo, "For whatever makes you walk like that." I posted a mirror selfie in the gym at dawn. Body sculpted, ponytail swinging. Caption, "I don't chase men. I chase endorphins." And 3 different billionaires sent drivers to Equinox locations across Manhattan, hoping to accidentally run into me. I posted a photo on a yacht in Ibiza. Legs stretched across the bow. Book in hand. Caption, "Plotting my next move." And a Grammy winner who once told me he doesn't do girlfriends booked the exact same yacht for the following week just to sit in the same spot and feel closer to me. You never tag him. Never hint at him. Never post couple content until the ring is on your finger and the paperwork is signed. You post the private dinners with your girls where the table is covered in vintage champagne and nobody is checking their phone. You post the spa mornings where the only hands on you belong to the masseuse you paid for yourself. You post the front row seats at couture where the only man in the frame is the designer kissing your cheeks. You post the quiet hotel balconies at sunrise where the only voice in the background is yours saying, "Peace looks good on me." One of my private queens used this exact method for 90 consecutive days. Posted nothing but her soft life routine. No men, no hints, no thirst traps. Just pure, glossy, high-value living. And her ex who swore he would never commit showed up on day 91 on one knee in the exact restaurant where he once broke her heart. Ring in hand, tears in his eyes, begging to be the man who finally gets to stand in the frame. Another posted herself on a girl's trip to Tulum every single day for 2 weeks. Cenotes, sunrise yoga, beach clubs, private villas, and the situationship who had been giving her crumbs for 18 months flew commercial. Showed up at her villa gate with a Birkin and the words, "I can't watch you live this well without me anymore." Another posted nothing but her morning routine for 30 days straight. Matcha, journaling, pilates, cold plunge, golden hour walk. And a man who had friend-zoned her for a year wired her rent for 6 months with the note, "Keep glowing. I'll handle the bills." The power is in the complete absence of need. You become the visual proof that your life is already full, already perfect, already paid for, and the only thing a man can add is the privilege of financing it further. You become the fantasy he cannot unsee, the standard he cannot unfeel, the woman whose stories make grown men restructure their entire existence just to earn an invitation. Drop lifestyle over love in the comments 5 times right now, so every queen watching knows exactly what energy we are carrying into every sunrise from this moment forward. And when they finally start chasing the lifestyle harder than they have ever chased anything in their entire lives, When private jets start landing unannounced at whatever tiny airport you just posted a sunrise from. When calendars start clearing like someone hit the nuclear reset button. When men you have not spoken to in months start sending drivers to your Pilate studio just in case you need a ride. When rings start appearing in velvet boxes because they finally realize the only way to lock permanent access to this life is to put a diamond on the finger that is already holding the champagne flute in every perfect photo. That is exactly when you sit back, legs crossed, crown straight, and choose the one who does not just want to visit your world. He wants to finance it, protect it, worship it, and spend the rest of his life making sure the glow never dims for even 1 second. You reward him, but only with the rarest currency on earth. A permanent seat at the table you already set without him. A +1 that never expires. A lifetime membership to the life he watched from the sidelines until he finally proved he belonged in the frame. I did it with my husband. After 4 straight months of me posting nothing but soft life mornings, European summers, rooftop sunsets, and private dinners with my girls, he showed up on a yacht I had chartered for my birthday in Capri. On one knee, ring hidden inside a box of La Jurée macarons. Tears rolling down his face because he said watching me live this well without him almost killed him, and he never wanted to feel that again. When he slid the 7-carat oval on my finger, I looked down at him and whispered, "Welcome to the main character energy, baby." And he cried harder because he finally understood the privilege of being chosen by a woman who never needed him to complete the picture. Another queen used the method for 6 months straight, posted nothing but her travels, her workouts, her brunches, her peace, and the man who once told her he wasn't the marrying kind proposed on a private island he bought just to have a place worthy of asking her the question. Another posted her soft life routine every single day for a year. Matcha, journaling, cold plunge, golden hour walks, spa days, girls' trips, and the situationship who had been stringing her along for 3 years showed up at her door with a ring, a deed to a beach house, and a printed list titled How to Keep Her Forever that he had written himself. From this moment forward, you never shrink your life to fit his comfort. Never cancel a girl's trip because he finally has a free weekend. Never stop posting the glow because he says it makes him insecure. Never dim 1 watt of your light to make a man feel taller. You never apologize for the private jets. Never downplay the front row seats. Never pretend your life is smaller than it is just to keep him from feeling small. You post the yacht days, the spa mornings, the 6 a.m. workouts, the rooftop sunsets, the sold-out shows, the tables that seat 8 of your girls and 0 of his excuses. And you let the right one fight his way into every frame until he earns the right to finance the rest of them. You become the woman whose feed makes exes unfollow in pain, whose stories make situationships propose overnight, whose lifestyle is so magnetic that love has to chase you at full speed just to keep up, whose ring finger finally carries the proof that the life you built first is now sponsored for life. You become the wife little girls will one day ask, how did you get him to love you that much? And you will smile, touch the rock that took a year of lifestyle chasing to earn, and say, I never chased love. I posted a life so delicious, he chased it until he caught me forever. Leave I needed this queen in the comments if you are ready to stop chasing love and start posting a life so intoxicating that the right one runs out of breath proposing. Turn on every single notification because the next masterclass is even richer, even softer, even more expensive, and it'll see you at the very top, where the tables are always booked, the jets are always waiting, the glow is always permanent, and the women who built the life first wear the ring in every single photo for the rest of their lives. You were never meant to chase. Darling, you were never meant to beg for a seat at his table, to shrink your plans, to dim your stories, to live a smaller life so someone else could feel bigger. You were meant to be chased so hard he runs out of breath, sliding a ring on your finger in the exact spot you once posted alone. Now go live so loud, so glossy, so unapologetically that the right one has no choice but to follow. Finance, and propose before another sunrise passes without him in the frame. I'll be waiting at the very top. Legs crossed, ring catching the light. Smiling because another queen just posted her first soft life morning, and the chase has already begun.